Hi, everybody. I'm Zev Lowe, Executive Director of the Chronicle Season of Sharing Fund, and I am here with.
Alejandra Gloria, Seasonal Sharing Coordinator for Napa County.
Thank you so much for being here, Alejandra. It's great to talk to you today.
You're welcome.
So we are now, it's now, April. We're right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. There's shelter in place throughout the entire Bay Area. How has Napa County been affected?
Since shelter in place has been in effect, many individuals were furloughed and laid off and pending unemployment benefits. So Napa County has been affected by many jobs being closed since they are not essential businesses. So we're talking about winery, vineyard workers, hotels, restaurants. Hospitality is one of the county's largest employers. So that's how we have been affected.
And what are some of the needs and concerns of your community during this time?
Okay, so during this time, probably the major need that we have seen is rental assistance, for probably up to 2 months, and then on top of that, we can add like basic utilities. Families are concerned, that they're not working, so how are they gonna pay for those basic needs?
So it
Yes.
really is basic needs. It's about people worrying about being able to keep a roof over their heads. And what are some of the clients that you're seeing approach you for rental assistance?
I have an example here of a single mom with a 5-year-old that she was working 2 jobs to make ends meet. She was working at a restaurant part-time, and then she was working on a grocery store. But she's a high risk, so she needed to stop going to those both jobs because of her health issues. And plus, schools being closed, she had her 5-year-old with home, so she needed to stay and take care of her. So those are some of the situations we are seeing.
I can't imagine what would you do with no childcare. You can't go to work. You can't leave a 5-year-old alone at home.
Correct, yes.
Of course, there's been a record number of people who have applied for unemployment benefits. Um, but you had mentioned that people are seeking rental assistance not just for 1 month, but for a longer period.
Correct.
So I think another thing that's unique about the Bay Area is that rent takes up quite a large portion of our paycheck. Are you finding that unemployment benefits might be barely enough to continue to pay somebody's rent over an extended period?
Sometimes the rent it's like monthly rent is 2,100, so it's not gonna be enough to cover 1 month's rent. So we still need the assistance, to help that household.
And over the 34 years that Season of Sharing and County of Napa have worked together, what would you say is different about our partnership?
Well, what makes seasonal sharing different from other funding sources is the amount that we can approve. Napa County is a small county, so there are not many funding sources out there to help throughout the year. During emergencies, there is another funding source, but also the amount that they can provide is $1,500. So seasonal sharing, can approve up to $3,000. So it's a big difference for a household to receive that amount of money. Seasonal sharing is very flexible and it's quick turnaround, to cut a check to a landlord when, um, clients receive like a 3-day notice or eviction notice, type of thing. So seasonal sharing is pretty flexible and we appreciate that.
Many of the people who are affected by this crisis are applying for assistance for the first time. Like they
Yes.
were working before, sometimes working 2 jobs, sometimes even 3 jobs. And it's very difficult to ask for help for the first time. So, what message would you have for any members of your community that need to seek assistance now?
Well, you know what? I will tell them that anyone can fall into hard times at some point of their lives, and it is okay to ask for help.
I suppose, we're all in this together and we'll get through this together.
Yes, yes.
So thank you so much for all that you do, and thank you for speaking to me today.
Thank you for this opportunity.
If you are watching this video and you'd like to help, there's a donate link down in the description. So please don't hesitate. Your generosity is what helps us reach out to and help our neighbors who just need a little help before they can get back on their feet again. So again, down there in the description, you'll see the link to donate and to be part of our wonderful Bay Area community. Thank you so much.